Hey everyone, what is up? My name is Sierra Brown. I am back with another video in my living room on my laptop. About something super near and dear to my heart, and it is the comfort of being solo. We are talking about being comfortable in your own skin so that you are able to live your life solo, do things solo, and not feel weird. The power of being in your own comfort and your own energy, the benefits. We're going to go through all that jazz today. So where should we start? I have so much that I want to talk about. I wish that I could just film like 60 videos in a day and just put them all out at once. There's so many topics, but this is the one that I was like, yes, we have to do this one first. Okay, so I guess we can start with why I'm so passionate about doing things solo, and then we'll kind of just bridge off from there. So I am someone, you guys, I would like to consider myself a cross between an outrovert and an introvert because I love people. I love meeting new people, soaking up other people's energies, laughing, loving, crying. I love the human interaction piece of this world. I am also someone who loves my me time. I call it C time. I need it. It is crucial. I need it weekly. And it is one of the many ways that I kind of come back, center myself, ground myself, and learn more about me. And I learn to love myself a little bit more every single time that I do something solo. I'm very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about getting other people to branch off and do things solo too, just because I believe that it is so powerful. So that is the main reason why I'm so passionate about doing things solo. It's just because I feel like it is more therapeutic and more healing for the mind and the soul than people realize. So the first thing that I want to talk about is solo traveling. This is something that is super, super near and dear to my heart. Anyone who knows me just knows that I will hop in my car at 4 or 5 in the morning on a day off, and I will research a town, in a different state and one of my surrounding states. Obviously, I live in Michigan, and I will go for a hike, and then nearby I'll find a coffee shop, and then I will find something else like a record shop or a thrift store, and then after that obviously we have to grab dinner. I'm a huge craft beer person. Love it, love it, love it. I have a bottle of KBS sitting up here, right here. If you guys are into stouts and you've never had KBS by Founders, try and get your hands on some. It's phenomenal. So with the craft beer piece, I always try to find a local brewery or something like that to have dinner at, try a local beer, and then I head home. And that is something that I call a day trip. They're super, super easy to plan, and they're awesome. You are on your own time schedule. You are doing exactly what you want to do when you're solo traveling. I love traveling with groups. I love traveling with one other person. I've done it all, but there's nothing like solo travel. I'm a morning bird. I want to be up at 5, 6 in the morning, get my day going, get my day started. So that is something that I'm on my own time zone. I'm on my own schedule. What am I feeling like eating today? What do I feel like seeing? I can go somewhere. I can stay as long as I want or as little as I want. I'm not taking anyone else's feelings into consideration. Not that I say that in a bad way. That's not me being selfish. That's not you being selfish. It's just you taking the time to dedicate it to yourself. I know that solo travel can be very intimidating for a lot of people. So that's why I would say just start small. And this could be going to a coffee shop in the morning, maybe 4 towns away, give yourself 45 minutes, look into it, pick a place, and just drive by yourself. And if you're starting slow, bring your headphones, bring your laptop, bring a book, and just be in your own company. Most likely, if you're going to a coffee shop, you'll probably be surrounded by other people. So that's slightly comforting. It's a really good way to ease yourself in, but you are by yourself. You're in your own little space. You're in your own headspace when you're doing that. Step up from that. Take yourself out to eat by yourself. I know that that's something that's really intimidating for people. It's probably kind of weird for a lot of people. So my main tip would be, if you're going out to eat by yourself, if there's any type of bar seating or anything like that, sit at the bar. There's always going to be other solo people sitting there as well. Makes it a little less weird if you're just starting out, instead of getting like a booth to yourself or a table to yourself. These are just little things that I'm thinking of because I've been there. And when I first started doing things solo, I remember like the awkwardness of sitting in a booth by myself. I remember that. And now I could give 2 shits less. I don't care. If a girl's hungry, she's got to eat. So going up from that, you guys, obviously concerts. I am a huge huge music head. I mean, I love every single genre that there is. One thing I will say is my passion for music sometimes differs from a lot of people's, or we don't vibe with the same artist or the same style of music. Totally okay. When an artist pops up and they're coming in town or they're coming to a state nearby me, I could wait to see if anybody else wants to go or see if anybody else might be into it, or I could just book the ticket by myself and go. And concerts, to me, they're one of the easiest things to do solo, and I'll tell you why. Because you have to keep in mind that you are going to see this artist and everyone else in that room is going to see that artist. You guys already have something in common. You're good. So, look to the person to your right and say, hey, like, what's your favorite song by them? Or kind of create that conversational piece. You have more in common with these people than you already think. That should give you all of the comfort that you need. When you're waiting in line for the show, you're by yourself. It's like, who am I going to talk to? Start that conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. You already have something in common. You already have an automatic in with these people. I love going to concerts solo. I remember when I went to Forecastle Festival in Louisville, I think this was a couple of summers ago, and you guys, I remember, I think I was seeing Shaky Graves at the time, who is fantastic live, by the way. And I mean, Alabama Shakes was there, Local Natives was there, Danny Brown was there. It was an incredible little festival. But I remember seeing Shaky Graves, and I had all of these people around me, and I was just crying. And I was crying out of the most pure happiness that I think I've ever cried out of in my life. And it was just this overwhelming feeling of comfort that I am like grooving and moving and flowing with all of these people I don't even know. But for that one brief second, like, we were all on the same page. We were all on the same wavelength. Like, I just felt comfort. I felt love. I felt blessed that I even was given the instinct and the confidence to do shit like that by myself. Like, I was just overwhelmed with gratitude and happiness and love. And that is something that, like, if I could wish for you guys to experience one thing, it was experience the feeling that I felt that day. Because I was alone at a music festival with thousands of people, but I was not alone. Like, I wasn't lonely. I guess that's, if that makes any sense. I was there solo, but I had thousands of friends around me. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was incredible. That would be kind of like a bigger step up, going to like a music festival or a concert by yourself, but I can't stress it enough, just the benefits and the happiness that you're gonna experience. Focus on the artist, focus on the music, sing out loud, groove, feel, get yourself a drink, loosen up, and just live in your body. I get like, oh my god, I get so passionate about it. Like, I get so tongue-tied. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just pro do everything by yourself, because I'm not. Like, I love my friends, I love my family. I need them more than I need music, than I need like the air in my lungs. Like, I need that love, and I need to give that love to other people. It's super important. However, what I will say is, and what I have learned is, I can't solely depend on one person to be my 24-hour support system. And I will explain that to you why, is because everyone is going to have shit days. If I wake up and I'm having a terrible day, and the one person who I've invested all of my happiness and my energy into is also having an off day, and they can't fill me up, they can't make me feel better, I'm shit out of luck. So what I have learned is I need to love myself enough to where I can fill myself up whenever I need to. Being solo, you guys, has to kind of connect this. I know I'm all over the freaking place, but to kind of connect that, it's being solo forces you to face yourself. You know what I mean? Face those thoughts, whether they're good thoughts, bad thoughts, dark thoughts, whatever. You are facing it. So write it down. Have a conversation with yourself. Face it full on what you're feeling and deal with it in the comfort of your own self. I'm going to get myself through this. I am okay. I am here. I am living, and I'm going to get through this. If you're happy, celebrate that shit. Blare your music in your apartment. Blare your headphones. Go for a drive. Blare your music and just roll down the windows and breathe. I'm so sorry. Who's texting me? Oh, it's my... Look at that. Look at my friend group. Happy Easter. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy Easter, beautiful peeps. I love my friends. Building yourself up and making yourself your own support system, like, I think being alone has just, it's strengthened my mind, and I just know that I can snap ground myself, get myself back on track. So being solo, dealing with things in my own time, in my own way, instead of just, I mean, obviously talking it out with a friend or a family member is huge. Venting is huge, but just know that you are allowed and you're able to vent to yourself, whether that's having a conversation with yourself, whether that is writing it down, typing it out, whatever you need to do. Builds yourself up. It strengthens your mind so much when you just say, I'm not going to depend on someone else to get me through this today. I'm going to fucking do this myself. Was that Wilmington, North Carolina? Like, if you guys haven't watched my solo tripper vlogs, like, please, please, please watch them when you're done with this, because I will never forget the fact that I drove to North Carolina by myself. I'm sitting at a brewery, and the chick on my left is like, becomes my best friend for the trip. Her name was Kat. She was incredible. And the guy to my right is from Detroit. Like, that was way too small of a world that you and I are here at the same exact time in this random, you know what I mean, little pub, and we're from the same exact area. And I hung out with both of them for the rest of the trip. It was amazing. It was incredible. And they showed me around. Like, they showed me the city of Wilmington. Like, I couldn't have asked for more than that. That was so crazy. So building those friendships along the way, like, yes, you are doing something solo, but you'd be so surprised the people that you meet along the way and hearing their stories and soaking up their energies. Like, it's just the coolest thing. It's so cool. Not to say that you couldn't do that traveling with someone else. Yes, you totally could. But you're on your own, dude. Like, it's up to you to reach out and start that conversation. I mean, it's bomb when someone else approaches you, but challenge yourself to be the first person to strike up a conversation. Like, it builds your fucking confidence so hardcore. Like, I can't explain it to you guys. Like, I'm human, I'm woman, I wake up days and I'm not feeling confident, but I would say for the vast majority, I'm a very, very confident human being. Like, I feel good in my skin. I know what I'm capable of. And I know that I'm capable of holding and having a good conversation with someone, you know? And I just, that's come with years of learning about myself, loving myself, but it's come with a lot of just putting myself the hell out there. And that happens is when I'm solo in a state and I don't know anyone around me. So it's like, okay, I can either sit here and eat my food in silence for 45 minutes and just look at people, or I can turn and simply ask someone how their day's going. Create that dialogue. Next thing that I want to talk about is separating yourself from other people and their energies. This is something that I feel the need to do weekly because, you know, when I am around a lot of people, my job is a very people-oriented job. I am soaking up their energies. I'm hearing about their day, what went right, what went wrong, and it's a lot. It can put a lot of mental strain on you if you are someone like me who feels energy so deeply. I've had this, I'm not joking, I feel like it tapped in when I was probably 8 years old, and I can just feel people's energies. Like, I can feel if someone is a genuine person, if someone is a bad person. I can feel people's intentions. I can feel all of it. And I feel it so deeply. So when I'm soaking up energies from, you know, my customers, or I'm soaking up energies from my friends, it's a lot because I feel it so deeply, you know, like my friend is hurting, like I'm hurting, I'm sad. This person's super excited. My energy's flowing, you know, my adrenaline gets pumping, and it's like a roller coaster ride sometimes to feel so much. Being solo, separating yourself from everyone else's energy, and just focusing on yourself, taking the time to just like exhale and to breathe and be in your own company, it helps you work on you. It helps you just get grounded again and just center yourself, center your thoughts, and be okay. I don't want you guys to think that doing what you want to do, or, you know, not hanging out with people because you'd rather hang out for yourself, that does not make you selfish. That is okay. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful that you feel so comfortable in your own skin, that you love yourself so much that, you know what, I'm cool. I'm cool hanging out with me for the day. It's a really, really, really good feeling when you get to that place. You get to that stability and that comfort of being in your own skin. When you become your own best friend, you're allowed to have other best friends, yes, of course, but you should be your own best friend. You should love yourself and your body and your mind and your personality and your quirks and your antics and your flaws. You should love it so much that you're okay to be by yourself. Any questions, anything about solo travel, definitely feel free to link it down below. If you have any questions about just anything, I mean, especially involving being comfortable in your skin, confidence, anything like that, feel free to comment down below, and I would love to create that conversation with you. A wonderful week. Stay on track, stay productive, stay happy, love yourself. Love yourself. I will see you guys in the next one.